Hey guys, welcome to DISKEY, your key to all things Disney. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Matt.
And welcome to the podcast. And hello guys. So if you haven't noticed, we have a new format, a little bit of a new set, and we're rolling with the whole podcast deal now.
We're still releasing videos similar to what we did before in terms of content, but we're just trying to make things easier to get more content out so you can have more to look at.
Yeah, so the positives here are more ways to listen. We're going to be releasing these podcasts. It'll be available on iTunes and I imagine many other podcast catchers as soon as we figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
And it'll definitely be on YouTube as well. Most likely uncut, but we may, for time's sake, put up more condensed versions of these pods on YouTube with the full versions available in the show links below. So with that fun stuff out of the way, how's it going, man?
It's going good.
Going good? What's new with you?
Not much. Saw Mary Poppins.
How was that?
Really, really good.
I was with him. It was really good.
Yeah. I don't understand why the ratings are low. It's a joyful, optimistic movie. It's old style of Disney.
No Aquaman.
No Aquaman. It's old school Disney, so it makes sense that it doesn't get the greatest of ratings because it doesn't exactly fit in with movies now.
Sure, yeah. You're going to like it more if you're sort of a Disney file, Disney history buff.
Or just like Mary Poppins.
Yeah, and I went in having listened to a lot of articles and read up on a lot of the kind of the behind the scenes stuff. Just the filmmaking process of this movie was really interesting, and the care they took with the characters and the music and the passion everybody had for the project. So I went in with that appreciation sort of before it started, but you enjoyed it too, which is good. And I think it's definitely a good watch. 78 on Rotten Tomatoes isn't low, but there has been sort of a consensus online that it's not that great. You should check it out. We recommend it for what that's worth to you. What's up with me, Matthew? Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Nothing really much here. I saw Mary Poppins with you.
Yes.
I'm excited for 2019 for a lot of reasons, but, thinking Disney-wise, there's a lot to look forward to, which is the perfect segue into our topic for the day, which is, Matthew,
Disney in 2019.
Yes, it is. So we're going to be talking about, the big stuff and some little stuff about, film coming up in the Disney universe, as well as the Disney parks.
Right.
Mostly Walt Disney World, because, that's what matters the most. Yeah.
All right.
So why don't you tee us off,
All right,
Matt?
so starting with movies, I want to start with the big one and then go into other ones. Coming later in 2019, we get Star Wars Episode 9.
Yes.
Now, after a lot of community uproar, I'm okay. I'm not going to adjust
What about Episode 8?
I'm not going to adjust Episode 8 because that's its own topic individually.
What's the director's name again?
He doesn't want it. No.
For whatever reason, I keep thinking of Rainn Wilson. But
No,
that
it's Ryan
is
Johnson.
Dwight K. Schrute.
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. The greatest filmmaker of our time.
My opinion, I like Episode 8. I think it's a movie that grows over time. Yeah. However, it wasn't necessarily Episode 8 and its flaws, because it is a flawed movie even though I enjoy it.
Yes, it is.
It was more of the direction that both Lucasfilm and Disney was taking Star Wars.
Yeah.
But in 2018, that changed.
Can we just say real quick, how weird is it that they said, hey, Ryan Johnson, you can just throw Star Wars completely on its head. All good.
Yeah.
It's a really important brand. We paid billions of dollars for, have protected it over several generations, beloved by all. You want to be wacky? Go ahead. Like, that was crazy. That's just crazy to me. I respect some of that movie. I do.
Yeah.
But he could have gone about mixing things up in a way that wasn't so buzz off to the fans. It was a little bit of a...
It wasn't necessarily what happened in the movie. Is like the style of it.
Yeah.
For example, I was telling you way before that the Leia scene, completely okay. it makes sense to use the Force where there's no gravity or anything. The reason it looks weird is you have a giant wide shot of someone floating in the air. Not the air. You have a giant wide shot of anything floating and moving is bound to look weird, especially with the actress having passed.
The funniest thing about that is J.J. Abrams, and I imagine they did the same thing for Rian Johnson's episode. They talk about all that practical effects.
And then...
they did, right? Didn't they say they made like a little dog?
Yeah.
Like a little ice dog, which, by the way, was completely CGI when they got into the movie.
Yeah, they must have cut those scenes.
You could have just studied a real dog. If that was the whole point, a real fox.
There you go.
If the whole point was just to see how it would move realistic and then CGI over it, I don't get that. Get me started in Jurassic World and all that too. But
I don't want to go there.
But they talk about all that stuff and then they're like, but you know when we need CGI?
Ice foxes.
No. A close-up of Carrie Fisher swimming through the air.
Yeah. That scene could have easily happened with a silhouette and then cut to everyone's reaction. Oh my gosh, she got on a ship. I don't know why they used a giant wide shot of a floating body, but they did.
Anyway, I'm excited for episode 9.
Yeah.
If
episode
for nothing
9 is going
else,
to be
then
great.
to get that image of Carrie Fisher floating through the air out of my head, and to see how the heck they're going to incorporate her into the new movie.
They're going to be using old footage they didn't use, repurpose.
Which is exactly what they said they weren't going to do.
No. They said they weren't going to CGI him, and then I believe the brother came out and said they're going to use old footage.
Yeah.
And then they said, he's wrong.
Kathleen Kennedy, had said that they weren't going to use that.
And then they say that, he was right. We just wanted to save it as an announcement.
Okay. This is the same people who released Solo.
I like Solo.
I like Solo, too.
I don't like how Lucasfilm Disney jumped the train of any effort to promote it.
I don't like how they tried to release a Star Wars movie every year. I will stand by that being saturation.
So
too much.
The bottom line of what happened in 2018 that affects 2019 is that
things in 2018 affect 2019.
Yes.
I thought the year just the universe doesn't reset.
It's resets.
It's linear. Wow. Mind blown.
The bottom line is that they are pulling back on their movie release.
Yeah, which is I think a good thing.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
Because I haven't seen Star Wars since Solo, and I am really looking forward for Episode 9.
Yes, I am too. Now, what else is coming out? What else is coming out in 2019? Oh, nothing. Just Dumbo.
Can we just...
Lion King. And, last but not least, Aladdin.
What?
The audio listeners missed out on my fantastic hand movements.
They weren't that good. Let's start with Dumbo. Probably the most adorable CGI animal I've ever seen.
Really, and the saddest. Which I guess goes hand in hand. That scene, once they start playing Baby Mine, they're like, you will give us your money. Because everybody's going to see it and weep openly. No, it looks good. I actually haven't seen Dumbo animated. I've never seen it.
I haven't either. I've seen parts of it.
Which parts?
Specifically, I remember seeing the part where Dumbo goes to his mother in the boxcar, which they have in the trailer. They have that shot in the trailer.
Yeah, I remember the boxcar scene with the animals, and I also remember a boxcar scene with Michael Scott. I could be mixing them up. I really haven't seen it.
Different problem.
I definitely want to see the new one. Lion King, I guess, is live action.
Yeah. They
keep saying it, and I guess I believe them.
Well, I guess it's captured in saying photorealistic animation.
Yeah, but it's live action, like officially. They had some, they were like, hey, this was approved by this guy. And they gave some weird title. I was supposed to be impressed. I was. Yeah, the way they filmed it with the cameras they used, they said is like, oh, whatever. I definitely want to see it no matter what it is.
Yeah. Is it a musical or not? Have they said? Sure. Because they play the music going into it. Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm pretty sure it leaked that Rafiki's going to be singing My Heart Will Go On. Sort of a nod to the Titanic. So that'll be interesting.
I don't think that's it.
I think I saw that somewhere. I don't remember where. I might have posted that, actually. No, it's got to be, right? I mean, even Jungle Book, which was... they really could have probably pushed music out of the Jungle Book, Mowgli, if they wanted to. But they kept that in. Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
As Baloo. Why wasn't that a thing before?
Because the only live action musical we've gotten is Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
And I think even Aladdin, as you said, isn't going to be a musical. Which is good because I don't know why. The mental image of Will Smith singing Friend Like Me, just, I don't.
You gotta watch more Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
If he's blue the whole time, and this isn't a spoiler because it was he did an interview where he was like, no, listen, this guy's, I'm blue most of the time, don't worry. So we'll see if that holds up. I don't know. If anybody's seen Arrested Development, halfway through, people start booing and he reacts to the audience by aggressively painting himself blue. I guess we'll see. I definitely want to see it, but this is what I don't know. Like the concept sounds great. I'll probably really enjoy the movie, but this one makes sense to do live action because it's at least human characters.
Yeah,
but it's also not something I.
Well, what is your opinion on?
It was so good, the animated one. Yeah. I just find it somewhat unnecessary.
Yeah, what's your opinion on them doing this in the first place and bringing their old properties live action?
I think it's from whose perspective? Disney's?
As a audience perspective.
Audience perspective. I think it's good because we can't just take for granted the fact that new generations of kids are being reintroduced to these characters. And by reintroduced, I mean the generation is getting reintroduced to the character, but the kid might just be getting introduced to the character for the first time. We know who Aladdin is and Simba and Mickey and all them, but I feel like a lot of the knowledge of kids of these characters actually. I feel like a lot of the knowledge of these characters actually comes from toys and just random TV spots and things in the park. I don't know if every 8-year-old kid has actually seen The Lion King all the way through. He may just know Simba from The Lion King and Timon and Pumbaa, and they've heard the song before. So being able to actually show them these movies, especially ones like Dumbo and Pinocchio, which is being worked on.
Yeah, because I don't think any kid.
I think it's really cool for younger audiences. Older audiences get to reminisce, so they have the nostalgia factor maxed up for the Disney Renaissance kids, which is and the cool thing is that every time we get a nice classic Disney animated movie, we have this down the road. You could easily see Frozen as a live action movie. So it's a way to see a fresh telling of the story without doing a direct to DVD terrible.
All right, now we're going to be talking about what is coming up for Disney parks in 2019, specifically Walt Disney World. So start us off.
Right. So we have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is the big one. We also have Ratatouille's Adventure of Mousiness coming to the France Pavilion in Epcot.
Yeah. And
then Mickey's Runaway Railway in Hollywood Studios, where I'm
looking forward to that one.
Yeah, where the Great Movie Ride was. Star Wars is going to be a crazy immersive experience with multiple e-tickets. Ratatouille is going to be a clone of a great ride that was exclusive in Disneyland Paris for a long time. And then, what's your feelings on the Runaway Railway? Which I can't say right.
It's a shame that I had to take Great Movie Ride. I know you have very negative opinions towards that, and I do too. But
not toward Great Movie Ride, but toward its closure.
Oh yes. But I feel like ever since Turner Classic Movies came in, it kind of killed the ride for me.
I get it.
So it wasn't that much of a hit. That honestly, that might have been intentional by Disney to limit uproar.
Yeah. Perhaps.
But in terms of the actual ride we're getting, I'm very excited. I love the animation of the cartoons, and I know that the writers of those cartoons are coming in to help with this ride.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited about that. The authenticity of this ride is going to be next level. They're really going out of their way to use practical props in ways that aren't normally used. So like the whistle from Steamboat Willie being re-recorded as a new audio file and things like that. It's just really cool stuff that people...
They didn't have to do that, but they went out their way.
You can tell the people who are making this, their heart is definitely in it, so that's really exciting. And then, for the rest of the year, 2019, you have some limited time magic stuff. Of course, the Hakuna Matata dance party. We're all circling that on our calendars. And as well as some other little things. So, that's a good summary. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the first episode of the DISKEY podcast. Thanks so much for watching. This is a much more condensed version of the first episode. We have a full version for audio listeners. You can find that on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. And the link for that will be down below. We hope you'll check that out. We have a lot more discussion on Disney parks, what's coming in 2019, as well as the MCU side of the Marvel releases.
Avengers Endgame. Gonna be big.
Yes, it is going to be big. Big and awesome. So,
all right. I don't know. Can we coin that now?
Yes, big and awesome. DISKEY. All right, so thanks again for watching. Since you're on YouTube, we'd like to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. We could really use the support, and we would love the feedback so we know what to bring you in the future. And we hope you'll also check out the audio version of this. And if you do, please go on there, rate and review us, and get that side of things going too. So you have anything else, Matt?
No?
No? I felt like I put some pressure on you the way I said that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anything else? I dare you. Say something. Go ahead. Watch. Say something. Watch.
Well.
All right. That's it for today. Again, thanks for watching, guys. And we will talk to you soon. Expect full versions of the audio podcast in video format going forward. But for today, in our condensed first video episode, we are done.
And this is DISKEY locking up.